What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox presented by LOCKCITY. This is the third time today, if you're a regular JuiceBox listener, that you have to listen to me, see my face, so on and so forth. But we are now all the way into Stage 3 of the StarLadder Budapest Major. Stage 2, absolute cinema. We had good profit over the course of both Stage 1 and Stage 2 coming into this one, and we have an absolute banger of a slate on deck for us for Stage 3, or at least the opening matchups, but all of Stage 3 should be pretty electric. So very quickly, in terms of results overall, for Stage 1, those of you watching the videos know we went 9-8 overall. We were up 3.22 units, or $322 for you fellow $100 bettors. For Stage 2, we gave back, unfortunately, 3 units on that final day there. A couple of L's ended up dropping us from 6 units up in Stage 2 to only 3.03 units up. We finished with an 11-10 overall record. Again, for you $100 bettors, that was $303. So overall, so far through the first 2 units, or through the first 2 stages of this tournament, we're up 6.25 units, 20-18 overall record, and that translates to $625 for you fellow $100 bettors. Obviously looking to keep things going here in Stage 3. Looking to have a profitable Stage 3, and then of course profitable playoffs. If you haven't checked out my Pick'ems video, if you've been following along with the Pick'ems, that got uploaded about an hour or so ago, so make sure you check that out as well. We're looking forward to securing a gold coin. So far we've been upgraded to silver, but sky's the limit. Well, not technically, because we can't get a diamond coin anymore, but gold coin is the limit, so we'll be working forward to getting that. But without further ado, let's just talk about the slate that we have on deck here and some picks for these opening round matchups. So overall, we got MOUZ, PARIVISIon, Imperial, MongolZ, Spirit, Liquid, Passion UA, G2, Vitality, FaZe Clan, Pain Gaming, 3D Max, Furia, NaVi, Bait, and Team Falcons for our 16 teams making it into Stage 2. Same sort of layout and everything as the first 3 previous stages. Everybody's first round matchups will be best of ones. Everybody's second matchups, which will also take place tomorrow, are again going to be best of ones. After that, if you're 2-0 or 0-2, those are going to be best of 3s, potential advancement or elimination matches. Any teams that are 1-1 after tomorrow will have a third best of 1 on the following day, on Friday, for their opening match on Friday, or for their sole matches on Friday. And then again, once we're into the 2-1s, 1-2s, everything from that point onward is going to be all best of 3. Overall, in terms of match times or start times for tomorrow, it's going to be what we've been used to for the first couple of stages here. If you're in Eastern time, this is going to kick off at 7 a.m. Eastern, bright and early. We're going to have 2 games at a time. So the first 2 are going to be MOUZ, PARIVISIon, and then Imperial, MongolZ. At 8 o'clock, we're going to have Spirit and Liquid, and Passion UA and G2. At 9 o'clock, we're going to have Vitality and FaZe, and Pain Gaming and 3D Max. At 10 o'clock, we're going to have Furia and NaVi, as well as Bait and Falcons. And then there's going to be like a 45-ish minute break is what it has timed out to over the course of the first 3 stages. And then a very quick turnaround time for everybody's second round matchups, which again are going to be all best of ones. For these matches, you'll know from the first 2 stages, we will not have time to do a turnaround time for a video, or we won't have enough turnaround time for a video here. So if you want picks for these next 8 games, aka the round 2 matchups, make sure to join up in the Discord at the bottom of the screen, down at the bottom there, discord.gg/LOCKCITY. 100% free. Come cash out with us. We got a nice CS2 chat where we talk about the games all day long. We have a CS2 picks channel. My picks in totality from beginning to end for the round 1 matchups are already posted in there. But in addition to round 1, you can find round 2 exclusively in the Discord, just because we won't have time to make a video for it. But then round 3, round 4, round 5, we're going to have uploaded videos for each of those rounds. So we will hop over to Thunderpick now. Let's take a look at what we have on the board for tomorrow. We're going to have 4 plays on the board for tomorrow, all 2-leg plays, and they're all going to be 1 unit. So let's take a look at what we have scoped out. For those of you that watch the videos regularly, you know that all of the odds that will be discussed in today's video will be on Thunderpick.io, which is one of the top books in the world for esports betting. You can deposit on Thunderpick using crypto, credit card, Apple Pay, Visa Debit, or via their new gift card deposit, which allows you to purchase and deposit a Thunderpick gift card amount directly to your balance. And Thunderpick has lines for all of your favorite esports, including but not limited to CS2, League, Dota, Valorant, Overwatch, COD, Fortnite, Rocket League, and so much more. If you visit tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP, you can get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit all the way up to $600 or whatever the equivalent is in your local currency. Any amount that you deposit up to $600 will get immediately matched by Thunderpick for you to be able to use for your esports picks. We've obviously been super profitable on CS2, but with that deposit bonus, you can always try your luck with some of your other favorites with that free money to play with. That's tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP for a 100% deposit bonus at Thunderpick up to $600. Alrighty, so like I said, we're going to have 4 parlays here for the opening round matchups. Again, everything is a best of one. I'm going to be going 1 unit on each of these. We're not going to make that same mistake that we made in stage 1 where we started throwing 2 unit plays out there and things went lopsided. This is going to be pretty competitive from top to bottom. All of these 16 remaining teams are very good teams, but I think most of these leans, at least for the first stage, first round for the best of ones, are going to be relatively obvious. The only one that we might need to go into detail talking about here is 3D Max, but I decided to mix and match them as so. I have the 2 7 o'clocks loaded up first. We'll just take this chronologically. So the first one's at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be going with MongolZ over Imperial. I'm expecting Imperial to be an 0-3 team. For those of you that watched the Pick'ems video, I don't think they're going to do very well. I took them 0-3 in stage 2. They surprised me by beating MIBR and even advancing all the way here. But nonetheless, MongolZ should crush them in a best of 1. And then I'm going to take MOUZ over PARIVISION. I love PARIVISION, but I don't think they're going to match up well here against MOUZ. I do ultimately have them advancing to the playoffs in some sort of a roundabout way. But in this first matchup, I expect them to lose to MOUZ. So that first play is going to be 1 unit, 2.05 times your money. Obviously going to pay 2.05 units. Then I have the 2 8 o'clock matches parlayed together. That's going to be Team Spirit on the money line. My Spirit boys against Liquid. I think Spirit has a lot to prove here. They're coming in as nobody's favorite to win the tournament, mine included. But I think they have a chip on their shoulder here. I expect them to come out swinging against Liquid. So my first leg there is going to be Team Spirit. And the second leg here is going to be G2 against Passion UA. Passion UA is the other team that I'm expecting to go 0-3 in stage 3. I don't think they're going to have much success against these top teams in the world here. G2, they're heavy hitters. They come out swinging. They got good mechanics. I'm going with G2 over Passion UA as my second leg here. Spirit and G2 come out to just under double up, so 1.86 times your money. 1 unit is going to pay 1.86 units. And then the last 2 here, I didn't go 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. I kind of mix and matched just based on the odds here. So I'm going to have 1 9 o'clock game, which is going to be 3D Max over Pain Gaming. 3D Max surprised me in stage 2. Toward the end of stage 2, they were playing better than the beginning of stage 2. I expect them, they're fresh coming into this one. I expect them to topple Pain in the best of 1. And then I'm going to be going with Falcons. This one's relatively obvious. Falcons is going to be one of my 3-0 teams. So I'm taking Falcons over Bait in a best of 1. Falcons, I think, is going to kind of cruise through this into the playoffs. And then down below, again, 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock little combo here. The 9 o'clock pick is going to be Vitality. Vitality is 1.32 times your money against FaZe. I don't have FaZe making the playoffs. I don't have much faith in them coming into this final stage here. And then Furia over NaVi. This one, people might be kind of 50-50 on. I expect Furia to go 3-0 through stage 3. They're one of my 3-0 picks going into the playoffs here. And NaVi, they were 3-0 in stage 2. They looked really good in stage 2. They just unfortunately have a very tough opening round matchup. I think this will be close, like a 10-13 sort of situation. But I do expect Furia to get past NaVi here. So those 2, 1 unit, 1.98 times your money is going to pay 1.98 units. And if I didn't specify the odds on this one above, the Falcons and 3D Max parlay is going to be 2.37 times your money. 1 unit is going to pay obviously 2.37 units. So these are going to be the ones that I have locked in for tomorrow. I could probably get tucked into sprinkling like 0.25 units on all 8 of them across the board like we tried to do for stage 2. I think we got 2 wrong in that one, but came kind of close. This one might be a little bit easier for the opening round matchups. I'm not expecting as many upsets, obviously. I think the only underdog on technicality that I have picked here is 3D Max. Pain was about 1.8 times your money. 3D Max is 1.9 times your money, so a very, very slight underdog. But these are going to be the 4 that I'm rocking with for tomorrow. Let me know down in the comments if you like these picks, and if you like the content that you've been getting. Obviously, feel free to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that jazz. And we'll see y'all back here tomorrow for some round 3 picks. Good luck, take care.